What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Efe Ajagba and Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Efe Ajagba is sharpening his tools with Tyson Fury. Wow. The Nigerian native has gone on record and showed a couple pictures of him posing with Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury has been showing him a thing or two. Now, this is not nothing that surprises me. You know, it is a smart move for both fighters, and I'm going to explain why in a minute, but this doesn't surprise me. Why? Because both fighters are with Top Rank, okay? If you notice anything about networks, these fighters pretty much most of the time take care of their own and support their own. You know, like Errol Spence will support PBC, and Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, those are PBC guys. Whereas the Zone guys, they will, Zone's kind of different because, you have people that jump in and out, but the Zone pretty much the same thing. Top Rank, there's no difference, right? Like you have Teofimo Lopez is real tight with Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? But you think because he is who he is, you think the networks don't have anything to do with it? It absolutely does. That's why he defended Tyson Fury and all the Deontay Wilder stuff. But at the end of the day, those guys they side with each other just to, make the camaraderie of support, And Efe Ajagba now is a top-ranked fighter. And because he's a top-ranked fighter, I think that he supports Tyson Fury. He recently left PBC and joined Top Rank, the Top Rank network and banner and all that. So, it's easier for those guys to talk because, they're in the same society, in the same stable of fighters, regardless of the management or whatever. The networks is what matters. Okay, never get it twisted. It's the networks that matters at the end of the day because they're forking over a lot of that money. Now, why is it a good reason for Tyson Fury, or should I say Efe Ajagba, to spar and sharpen his tools, right, with Tyson Fury? Is because Efe Ajagba, for one, I think he needs that type of experience in there with someone fast and quicker. Frank Sanchez is fast, but I don't think he's as fast as Tyson Fury. But make no mistake, Frank Sanchez is not he has some hands. He does throw punches in bunches. I look at Frank Sanchez as a more polished, more fluid, flexible Daniel Dubois. He might not have the firepower as Daniel Dubois, but he definitely has the punch variety, and he knows how to throw punches in bunches, especially dealing with the Reynoso. So those guys have taught him how to throw and hook and do these type things that gets the job done in these fights, like knocking guys out of the ring. So they're really working with Frank Sanchez over there. So Efe Ajagba, I think, in preparation to fight Frank Sanchez, he's going to need a lot more than the guys that he's been fighting, because Frank is definitely a step up and Efe Ajagba is definitely a step up for Frank. So they're two steps up. They're both stepping up. It's a good fight. But let me explain why it's good for Tyson Fury. See, this goes hand in hand. Tyson Fury himself it helps him because who do people mostly compare Efe Ajagba to? Deontay Wilder, right? And I always call Efe Ajagba more disciplined Deontay Wilder, of the Deontay Wilder of old, because he's starting to definitely show more skills and more flexibility and all that with Malik Scott. So the Deontay Wilder before Malik Scott is more like Efe Ajagba now. He's just straight right, left hook, straight right, left hook, But he's more a disciplined version of Wilder, but he still kind of reminds you of the similarities that Wilder does. The jab, the right hand, you know what I mean? The jab, the right hand. Efe Ajagba's that guy straight up and down. So it helps Tyson Fury also by sparring him. I know he's just about as tall as Deontay Wilder because, these are very tall men. So at the end of the day, I think they're both helping each other out. The experience from FA sparring Tyson Fury, and for Tyson Fury to get prepared for Deontay Wilder July 24th. So I think it's a good idea. It's a good matchup. And FA Ajagba, again, they're both with Top Rank, so there's no, they can kind of talk freely, and they got that in common. So I think it's a good idea. I think FA is taking that step for the better, being in there with one of the best heavyweights that we have fighting today. But you guys tell me what you think of FA Ajagba sharpening his tools with Tyson Fury. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys can counterpunch. Peace.